IELTS Topic Vocabulary Part 3. Lesson 4, Sport. Main message. Definitions.
An athletics meeting. An event where various athletic sports are held. An athletics track. A running track. An away game. A football match played in the opposing team's stadium. A brisk walk. A fast walk. A football fan. Someone who likes football. A fitness program. A schedule of activities to keep fit. A football match. A game of football. A football pitch. The surface on which you'd play football, as opposed to a stadium, which is the building. A football season. A period in the year when football is played. To get into shape. To become fit. To go jogging. To run around the streets. A home game. A football match played in the team's own stadium. To keep fit. To stay in good physical condition. To be out of condition. To not be physically fit. A personal best. To achieve the best personal result so far in a sport. A personal trainer. A sports coach that helps you on a one-to-one basis. A season ticket. A ticket that gives you entry to most of a team's home games during the sporting year. To set a record. To achieve the best result in a sport. A sports center. A public building where people can do various sports. Sports facilities. The equipment and services needed to do a sport. Strenuous exercise. Exercise that needs a lot of physical effort. To train hard. To train with a lot of effort.
Part 1 Style Questions. Do you do any sports?
Not really, no. I always say I'm going to take up exercise and try to get into shape, but I never seem to get started. I sometimes wonder whether I should get a personal trainer, someone who will sort out a fitness program for me and make me train hard.
Examiner, how do you spend a typical weekend?
I'm a big football fan and weekends always center around a football match. I support FC Utrecht and have a season ticket, so I go to most of the home games. And quite a few of the away games too. I'm really looking forward to the new football season starting soon.
Examiner, have you got any hobbies or interests?
Yes, I'm really keen on sports. I do judo once a week and play tennis in the summer. I think it's really important to keep fit. It makes you feel good and energized for work.
Part 2 Style Task. Describe a place you like going to in your leisure time. You should say what this place is when you go there, what you do there, and say why you enjoy it there so much.
I'd like to talk about my local sports center. It's a place I spend a lot of time in. It's a new building with all the latest sports facilities. I probably go there at least twice a week, sometimes more often. It's a huge place. There's an outdoor athletics track and some football pitches. I play football, so I'm often out there. There are several indoor squash and tennis courts that I use occasionally, a big swimming pool. Although I don't use that very often, I'm not a very strong swimmer. There's a gym, lots of things. Really, why do I enjoy going there? It's just a really fun place to be. There's a good social side to it all. You can enter competitions, meet up with other people who want to do the same sports. And because there are so many activities on offer, it gets you interested in different things. For example, I was listening to some people talking about training to run the marathon, and I've decided I might even think about that I go jogging a couple of times a week, so it would give me something to aim for. So yes, the sports center, that's the place I really like to visit.
Part 3 Style questions. Should people be encouraged more to take up sport?
I think young people should be given the chance to discover which sport they might like. Watching sport is sometimes a good way to get people started, not on TV but actually getting out. Take athletics, for example. They could go to an athletics meeting. There are so many different sports on show, one might interest them.
Examiner. Which sports do you think are best for people who aren't used to physical activity?
Julie. Well, I think people like this should avoid strenuous exercise, so things like circuit training are definitely out of the question. Maybe just doing a brisk walk every day, or swimming is always a good way to get started.
Examiner. Why do some people enjoy participating in sport more than others?
That's a good question. I suppose some people are more concerned about their health. They can't stand the thought of being out of condition. Other people might be driven to excel. They want to set records or get personal bests.